Welcome back to Us Dicking Around. Me dicking around, but us dicking around. I am here with James McGovern, fitness guru. James, say hi to the camera.
What's up, everybody?
James, tell us a little bit about what you're doing these days.
I'm going to school at URI. I started a corporate wellness company, so we run like challenges with companies and one-on-one training sessions with companies, stuff like that for their employees as a benefit.
Mm-hmm.
And then just finished up my internship at Enterprise.
Nice.
Yeah, so that went well. And then, just moving to Raleigh, North Carolina in June. So
You're graduating.
yeah, graduating and moving to Raleigh. So it'll be cool.
Nice.
Be nice to be there.
And you've done some competitions, right? Bodybuilding?
Yeah, I competed in men's physique. It's probably 2 years from like literally now. 2 years ago from now. Depending on my financial situation, October, I want to compete again, but in Houston.
Cool.
At Alpha Land. So
Awesome.
it'll be cool.
Well, on that note, let's get into it. Sir James, what are the top 5 things that make a man husband material? You can take a little while to think about it, but
Yeah, you said 5?
I was harsh on the girls last time, so apparently we need to be a little harsh on the guys this time.
You said 5 things?
5 things, yeah. Husband material.
Husband material. I'll say number 1 is a man of God, a man who walks with God.
You know, I knew you were going to say that.
I'm always going to say that.
That is a lot of people's answers, surprisingly.
Yeah, well, I think there's a lot of morals that fall under that.
A lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
Kind of make you a man, yeah.
Yeah. I'd say a man that walks with God, but can also help like his woman, like, or girl, get closer to God too. Kind of like lead, I guess.
Spiritually.
Yeah, spiritually lead. 2, he's got a purpose, like mission. He's got something he's trying to accomplish.
Little ambition.
Yeah, ambition. He's driven. He's got like a very he's got a picture clear path of what he wants his vision to look like.
I think I'm going to write these down.
3, I'd say self-sacrificing. So somebody that's willing to give to their loved ones before themselves, whether that's their family, sons or daughters, wife especially.
Selfless.
Yeah, selfless. And that also falls under the Bible a lot. This is like treating your spouse like she's worth, like just as like the most valuable thing in your life.
I would definitely call a more godly person more selfless and a more,
Yeah.
not atheist, but more, indulges in. Well, if you're atheist, you're kind of more ready to be selfish because who's watching,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who knows what the hell you're gonna do?
Who-
Probably
yeah,
shouldn't
who-
have said hell. I'm
Who's
gonna
watching?
take that out.
No, we can swear.
I know, but
Yeah.
that was ungodly. To
Oh,
say.
yeah, ungodly. Oh, no.
4 is a leader. So like
Okay.
someone who can lead their relationship, lead their family, take on a lot of the responsibility and understand that they have that responsibility. Like I would, like as a father and like as a husband, I'd want, like, if things aren't going right, like I want to feel the responsibility, like this is on me if like my family doesn't eat, if I can't do this, if I can't provide.
Okay.
I like that.
These are good answers.
Thanks. I like this stuff. It's interesting
Yeah.
to me.
And you have a 5th? I'm almost thinking along the lines of confident, but honestly,
No.
you're kind of avoiding those topics, and you're more of going for the gold. You're talking about what you need as a husband. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say self-assured, but I'm going to take that back. I'm not going to say that because that falls under confidence. I'll say someone who is proficient in emotional regulation. So like understands what they're feeling, why they're feeling it, and the way they act aren't based on those emotions. But it's not saying you're hiding them. It's just like, okay, I feel this way. This is why I feel this way. I accept that. What can I do to change that? What can I do to make it better?
Will this tie into maturity or
emotional maturity, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at.
Emotional maturity, okay. What was that first thing you said? Proficient
in emotional regulation. So like regulation meaning like you feel an emotion and you process it and then you act on it. And I think
you got a handle on yourself.
Yeah, the proficiency is knowing that my actions shouldn't be based on my emotions. They should be based on the logic behind it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, I didn't expect these answers. I have.
Why are you gonna go on top of it? Are you gonna?
I want to give you better answers, but these are just phenomenal answers.
Thank you.
I did watch like a couple videos of about 3 different girls in 3 different videos saying that they wanted a faith-driven husband. Actually, they said that was the biggest mistake men were making.
That's a huge mistake men
these
make.
days. Yeah, but. In your opinion, what do you think, other than that, is the biggest mistake men are making today in the modern world? You said you knew the answer.
I feel like this is the easy. Like I think
this is the easiest question.
This is the easiest question. Wow. I feel like most of the time they don't know who they are and they don't know what they want. At the end of the day, like if you
they don't know what they desire.
No, and like that's where the commitment issues. Like that's a huge problem for men is commitment issues. And that's where it all stems from.
That's true.
You have no idea who you are. Why are you in a relationship?
Yeah.
I think the perfect relationship is built off of vision, values, and lifestyle. You have the same vision and where you want to go.
Okay.
You have the exact same values, so how you'd raise your family, how you'd obtain that vision, and then lifestyle, you just like doing the same things every day. So it's just you're very compatible. Like if I hate watching TV and I'm with someone that loves watching TV, like I would be very annoyed. Like at the end of the night. I just like do the work to understand. Like it's work. Like
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Read. Watch.
It is videos. A lot of work. At least start off with the personality test.
Exactly. Do something.
It's been proven nowadays. People should know about it.
It's so much easier to eliminate prospects or like people that you would want to talk to just based on pure attraction. Okay, you're attracted to them. What person has the same values as you? Cut 3/4 of them in half.
You know what I've been learning? It's even past values. It's actually a lot of it comes down to interests,
lifestyle,
or like interests and also conversation. Vision, value, lifestyle.
Yeah, and that interest falls right under that lifestyle.
Vision, value, lifestyle. What do you mean by value?
Values. Mine's
values.
Sorry. Yeah.
Never mind. I don't even need to ask.
Mine's faith, service, growth, discipline. And then obviously political beliefs will fall under values.
Political beliefs do, yeah.
I think that's something
generally
important.
align, yeah. All right, well, James, you're the fitness guy.
Yes, sir.
You've been through the gauntlet. Been through the mud. Been through the thick of it.
The worst of it.
What's the biggest mistake people make when trying to lose fat or build muscle? You can choose one or give us both.
I can give both. Losing fat, that's the easiest one. That's just that people think carbs make them fat.
Yeah.
It's fitness is so simple, but people make it so complex.
So complicated.
Yeah. If you want to lose fat or you're just body weight in total, go to a BMR calculator. It's your basal metabolic rate.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be type in all your information, age, weight, height. It's going to spit out a calorie number. That is your maintenance calories. Now, if you want to work out, say 5 days a week and do cardio because you want to lose weight, your activity level is going to be high. Go down the bar, activity level high. Those will be your calories that your like maintenance level will be at. Now, drop the number of calories by like 150 to 300. And then you will lose weight without even having to do cardio. You want to lose more weight, do more cardio.
Calories in, calories out.
Calories in, calories out. That's all it is. And if
you want simple, yeah.
And if you want to like hold on to muscle while you do it, just eat a gram of protein for your body weight.
Well, and I think the big issue with the fitness industry is, and this was actually an issue with me in the past, I used to think that you could spot reduce fat. And
yeah,
hear me,
Sorry,
you
man.
can't, yeah. And my roommate was like, "No, you can't. That is a myth. You cannot spot reduce fat. It is a proven fact. You cannot spot reduce fat. Spot reduce, for the audience or people viewing this, is basically if I worked out my arms, then I would lose arm fat, and I wouldn't lose fat anywhere else in my body. So to get rid of belly fat, I would do like belly exercises, like abs or planks. I would do things that target my belly. That's spot reducing. That is just not true. It's not true at all. And James is probably going to just laugh at this for even people thinking it's true. Basically, when you lose fat throughout your whole body. People have different genetics, so people gain more weight in their stomach or maybe their arms or their neck, for example. But either way, you gain or lose fat throughout your entire body at the same time, simultaneously, at the same level that it's at throughout your body. And so if you don't have as many calories as you need to maintain, then you lose that fat over time throughout your whole body, or you gain that fat if you go over your calorie intake. You don't have to like go work out every little part of your body. It's ridiculous that I even thought that was true.
Well, most people do.
Me and my roommate were like screaming at each other. And then eventually I realized I was wrong.
You had a screaming match about
We
that?
weren't screaming.
With no data behind your...
He's probably laughing if he's watching this. It's Logan. Logan, we weren't screaming. We were just like, it was a heated debate. We both thought we were right. I thought I was right. And then it was one of those times where I was just completely wrong about something. He finally showed me and I was mind blown. I fully accepted it and I realized how dumb I was.
Drop the ego.
I was just wrong. And I was happy that I was wrong. It's kind of weird to even think that I thought that was correct.
Yeah. Advanced tip. They're from my certified personal training book, like the NASM thing. The fat burning zone is like 65 to 75% of your total maximum heart rate. So just call it 0.7. Take 220, subtract your age from that, and then multiply that number by 0.7.
Why 220?
That's just like the equation that's in the book.
Okay.
And then...
Wait, 220 and then minus what? Your age?
Minus your age. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right so I don't mess it up for all the audience. Fine. But 220 minus 22 equals 198 times 0.7 is 138. So that's 70% of my maximum heart rate. So when I'm on the treadmill, I always put it to incline, max incline of the treadmill. And then I would walk at like 3.2, 3.3, 3.4 just to find where my heart rate would stay at 138. So like I would put my fingers like on the treadmill and my heart rate would like, granted, like this is like as, you don't have to do this. Like you can go on the treadmill and lose weight and fat too. But I just thought it was like the most efficient way, according to my book.
Okay, that's amazing. I'll do that.
Yeah, let me know if it works.
Just to get this straight, you get on the treadmill. It's reading your heart rate because treadmills do that. You just grip it, and then it's at, let's say 138. Let's just say mine's the same as yours.
Like I would change the speed until I got to the one where it was consistently 138. My heart rate was at that.
Because mine goes all the way up to like 164.
Yeah, you're just burning more calories.
Okay, but if I do 138, what is that doing? That's me burning fat? That's like the threshold of me?
It's like the most proficient way to burn fat, according to my book. But like I did it that way and it worked, but I'm sure if I just did it the way that you did it for a faster time.
Maybe you can go longer though.
You would go longer at a lower speed at that rate. But like my main thing was preserving muscle while losing fat in the most proficient way possible, and according to my book.
That's great advice.
That's the way I was doing it.
So you would just continue that, let's say even if it took you like 30 minutes to walk that, you would just stay at that pace.
Mm-hmm. But by the end of my like show, I was doing like 95 minutes of cardio.
Yeah.
Which wasn't fun.
Okay. What would you say is the biggest mistake people make when building muscle then?
Just don't follow a structured program. Like, people go in and just free willy it, and then like don't keep track. Like literally,
they don't have gym logs.
No gym logs. You don't have a workout, and if you have a workout, you don't keep track. Like the most two most important things in building muscle, in my opinion, besides nutrition, take all of that outside of it,
Yeah.
is mind muscle connection. Have we talked about that before? Mind muscle connection.
No.
It's like if you're, say I was to do a lift with lift a dumbbell with my bicep, do a bicep curl, right?
Okay.
You want to feel, you got to connect your mind to the muscle while you're working out. So, like, you want to feel your muscle being stretched. You want your, like, the bicep has to be felt. You literally, like, it's very hard to describe, but like if we had weight right now.
So like when Arnold Schwarzenegger's like pumping 10-pound dumbbells and he's like, feel the muscle, feel the muscle.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Right on the money. Exactly that.
You want that stress going on.
You want that stress.
That's where you're building muscle, not where
the
you're...
time under tension.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And to continue building it long term, which goes hand in hand with this next point, is progressive overload. I did like a top set of 225 for 3 reps, like bench. Next week, I'm either going to try and hit 235 for 1 to 2 reps, 1 to 3 reps, so like below that, or I'm going to hit 225 again, but try to get more reps. It's just improving in either the weight or the reps, week in, week out.
Even if you added like 2.5s to each side.
Even if you had 2.5s.
And you just did the same reps.
Mm-hmm. And having a spotter, like, I think that's one of the biggest things that helped me on my fitness journey, is having somebody like let you struggle the entire time until you can't do it.
That's
Because
true,
you have way more reps, and like, what does Goggins say? Like, you only get to like 60% of your brain's maximum.
I know what you're talking about. If you think you're gonna die, you're 1/3 the way there.
Yeah.
Like if you're running, like in a desert, for example, and
It's all mental.
if you think you're gonna die, yeah, you're about 1/3 of your capacity from actually dying.
Mm-hmm.
So you could just keep running. But you're right.
Bring a notebook to the gym.
And from what you're saying, if you're only doing 3 reps and you're not doing that struggle, when is there really the time under tension?
The most exactly, and the most growth happens when you're failing. Like, lift with a gym partner.
Okay.
Lift with a gym partner.
So
they could be.
Make sure you have gym logs. Lift with a gym partner.
Lifting with a gym partner is the most important thing.
If you don't have gym logs, you're never going to add that 2.5. You're never going to know. You're never going to know what reps you did. You're never going to know how much weight you did.
If you want to get into the advanced stuff, what me and my training partners do is, I fail. Okay, they help me up. Now they help me get 3 more, or 3 to like 6 more past that.
Yeah.
So like you're dead.
Well, then you have a strong spotter. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have a strong spotter.
Well, no, even having a weak spotter is great sometimes, just for like an extra 1 or 2 reps. They're just like giving it their all.
Yeah.
And
you want to lift with someone that's,
because it only takes a little bit of strength to get you past that.
Yeah, you want to lift with someone that lifts around the same weight as you.
Yeah.
So for beginners,
I'm just saying, when I'm in the gym and I need someone to spot me, I don't even care if it's a girl or some guy that I don't even know.
The most underrated factor about it is the accountability. Like, I go to the gym at 5 a.m. every day, and I'll go every single day. I wake up and I'm like, dude, I do not want to go. But the other person I'm with is like, I'm on my way. I'm like, I have to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then it's 6:30 rolls around, 7, and I'm like, I just finished my workout. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's a good workout too.
We're going to react to some videos, to some clips, and I'm excited. I don't know about you guys. Okay. More dicking around. Vinny and James. James and Vinny.
How do you find the love of your life?
How do I make myself into the perfect date? You answer that question, and you will not have any problem answering the previous question. It's like, what do I want in a partner? If I offered everything I could to a partner, who would I be? You work on that. The harder you work on offering other people what they need and want, the more people will line up to play with you. So it's the wrong question. It's like, how can I be the best partner possible?
What would be the perfect date as a girl for you? Or for guys? Like, what do you think guys would want? Like, they show up to a date and a girl shows up. What do you think what's like a ideal girl showing up? If you were a high value man and you're like, wow, this girl's kind of impressing me.
Smile,
happy.
Mm-hmm. Have a good conversation.
I think how she dresses is the first thing I'm noticing.
I don't know. I think I would go smile first.
You think attitude?
Like how, like, her
Her vibe
she
is.
approach. Yeah, vibe. Like if she's like coming over and she's happy.
I guess you're right. I guess that is the first thing I would notice.
Like what if she was coming? I was like, she looks pissed. Like I'm already out.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
some people say they have a what is it, RBF?
Resting bitch face. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would agree with you. And then, but I still think it's how she dresses after that. Because let's say you're dressed like sundresses, man. I just think that just gets guys. I really do. I think a sundress just kills a guy. Like a floral dress. That's like more modern.
Mm-hmm.
Like it almost looks like traditional, but it's like it's got a modern
No, I
touch.
know what you're saying.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah, and they got the laced the laced heels. All right, next thing.
This one will be fun.
Fun one.
His income to be.
I think for me to be comfortable, like staying at home and not working, I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like 300,000.
Anywhere from 70 to 100K.
I would have to say 127.
$500,000. Is that bad?
Probably 150 to $250,000 a year.
Just to have like a really decent lifestyle and you'll be supported well, like 150 maybe to 250,000 a year.
My husband needs to be making like 650,000.
It's just crazy, man. People don't realize the.
You know, I have one thing to say before we even react to it. I think these girls need a translation.
What do you mean?
I think they have no idea what these numbers are.
Well, I've asked.
I think girls generally do. Girls, I'm not shitting on you. I'm saying these girls need a little guide, like a little on the percentages that men are making. Like, I think the girls who are saying 100K really mean 50K.
650K is absurd.
But hear me out. 100K, right, to them, in their minds, is enough. But if you go look at statistics, it shows that if you make over 70K, your lifestyle doesn't really improve, or your happiness doesn't improve.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. So clearly 50K is enough. So in their mind, what enough is just wrong.
Well, that makes me think, like, is there anything delusional that we want? Like, is there anything that we're like...
It would be beauty. It'd be in the beauty category. 10 out of 10 virgin. 10 out of 10 virgin, butt, boobs. Gives you massages.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Cooks, cleans. Misogynist. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you're gonna catch it.
I'm gonna get canceled.
That's a problem with male virgins generally, is that the reason women don't like that is because men, they assume that men aren't virgins by choice. They assume that men are virgins because they couldn't get a girl and they couldn't make it happen. Because, you know, I don't know how many guys you know out there, ladies, guys, but most guys would like to be having sex, right? They don't elect to be a virgin. Now, that's not saying everyone. There are guys that are religious that wait until they're married. There are guys that make a personal decision that they don't want to be distracted by women, and they are virgins by choice. But that is a very, very small minority. But most guys aren't virgins by choice. And it shows, right? Because you look at those guys and they're virgins and they're kind of lost, right? They're unhappy. They've been trying to get a girl. They've been swiping. Nobody's swiping on them. They're frustrated. Sometimes they get depressed. They're falling into alcohol. Maybe they eat too much junk food. They're a little overweight. There's a pattern that you see there. I think that's a problem with male virgins generally, is that
Here's my thing about it. She's right, because guys go home, you know, they go out, they drink, go party, go to bars, whatever. They go home and they feel like a loser if they don't get laid. And then with girls, you can go out and get all the attention, wear whatever, you know, wear something that gets you attention. By that I mean you just look good. You know, you look good, and by looking good and partying and having fun with your girls, you feel like you're having fun. You don't go home feeling like you're like a loser. Girls don't even experience that. They don't go home not getting laid and think, oh, I'm a loser for not getting laid. That's not even a thing that goes through their mind. They think, oh, I either had a fun night or I didn't. So it's like, because with guys, you got to work for it, you know? With girls, you don't have to. She can just walk down the street, grab a guy by the shirt, go home with him. Is it even possible for a guy to remain close to or a virgin when that's the baseline feeling of when you go out? You know, because what she's saying is, you know, people look at guys, if they are a virgin, that it's not by choice. Whereas if you look at a girl virgin, it's like applauded.
I've never been a big hookup person. I haven't
Yeah.
experienced much of that in my life. I'll by choice.
Mm-hmm.
And I think most guys should do that. Like, even stemming back to just figuring out who you are and what you want. Like, most dudes want to be in a happy relationship. Like, most guys
For sure.
want that. And, like, I don't think going out to find somebody to fill that void in your life is the best thing. Like, I don't know. I've never felt the need to hook up with people just because it's not like, I don't think you really feel good after it. And like, to go back to the point I was saying, like, it's much cooler to be with someone that you align with and like maybe just go out with them.
Like going back to your point of values.
If you can really control your urges, the sex is the hardest urge for any guy, I think. If you can control that, you have control over your whole life. Majority of it, especially the temptation, because then it makes all that other stuff beyond it. Like, oh, should I eat this cake? I've already practiced urge.
Yeah. The urge of the highest form. Yeah.
In the highest form.
Yeah.
You feel like a superhero.
Yeah. So
and then you save all that energy and understanding and those like learning about your values, and now you've found the perfect girl for you. That's way more rewarding than any of the hooking up.
Sexual transmutation is what it's called.
Yeah.
By Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich.
Think and Grow Rich, yeah.
I think it's like the 13th rule or something like that.
It's powerful.
Yeah, definitely the energy flows in other areas, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's a problem with, like, girls in a sense. I think we just got to take a little bit more responsibility on.
I didn't think it was a problem with girls. I think it's...
Like, for the argument of, like, oh, there's girls out there that give themselves up easily. There's guys are way more willing to give themselves up easily.
Yeah, guys just do that.
Yeah, they just do it. Control the urge, creates more, like, godly images amongst people in my world. And that's just my opinion. But if I keep bringing God into this, I'm sure there's somebody in the comments that's going to come after me.
Pitchforks and knives.
Yeah.
Knives and pitchforks. Yeah.
That was a fun combo.
I think you're right. I think there's definitely more to be said.
Oh, yeah. I could go into that for hours.
I hate when you ask people their icks and they're like, when someone's disloyal. Like, no, I want to know the little niche shit that gives you the ick. I can't watch a man chase a ping pong ball playing beer pong absolutely until the day I die. If I see a grown-ass man on the floor retrieving a ping pong ball... Ow!
I have two.
You just saying that makes me feel self-conscious for all the times I felt already self-conscious.
Do you know that? And I was living on my high horse thinking, like, guys don't have icks. And I was like men would always say this to me. And one of my guy friends was like, I get the biggest ick when a girl's wearing heels and she, like, trips a little. And I was like...
Trips a little.
Like, yeah, like, little. Like, knowing that men also have icks, like, brought me to that feeling.
I don't think I have icks.
I don't know what guy she was talking about, but no guy cares about when a girl trips.
Yeah, but now
her
every
heels.
guy's thinking, like, I can never play ping pong again.
Yeah, every guy. It's not safe.
Yeah, no one's safe.
I
can't even go for a walk. I got to have my hood up the entire time.
Can't do anything. Yeah, no, I don't get the whole ick thing. No,
Neither do I.
I don't think guys
I don't
do
get
that as
icks.
much as girls to begin with. But I also don't think that there's a lot of girls. There's probably a lot of girls watching this that are like, I don't have any icks either. You guys are crazy. You know, I think it's just her and girls like her that have icks.
You're like looking for reasons to have an ick at that point.
Yeah, you're like, oh my God, he put his glass down wrong. How do you live your life
you're
like
a
that?
freak.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of an ick that I have.
Not a single thing.
But it would be something major. It wouldn't, like, my brain doesn't care enough for it to be something micro. Like, why would I?
Dude, I could care
like something.
less.
Why is she putting so much value on something that's so minuscule? Oh my God,
for the fun of it.
He scuffed his shoe the wrong way.
For
like,
the fun of it.
Like,
what dude is saying like if she trips in high heels? I get an
what
ick?
guy is saying
Well, you're
that?
a weirdo, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't claim you. Is that what girls say? Yeah. We don't claim you to the male species. Whatever guy's saying that girls can't trip in their high heels. It's hard to walk in high heels.
You have experience?
No, just maybe I walked in them once. No, it's hard to pick up ping pong balls.
It's very difficult because they're bouncing and running, like they're running away from you.
Yeah.
Dude, that's such a random one.
All right, James. I would have considered you a nice guy when I met you, but now you are not like that at all. With this in mind, what changed, and what's your advice for guys to stop being nice guys?
Define nice guy again, because I feel like I'm still nice.
No, you're not. You're nice. You're a nice person.
Yeah.
But you're not overly simping / agreeable / crazy needy /
God.
whatever nice thing you want to throw on there. You're confident, you know, if you want me to just gas you up right now,
No,
I will.
I don't want you to gas me up. I don't want you to gas me up out here.
What
Dude,
change? What would you suggest to a nice guy who's being too nice all the time?
Probably just hiring you.
Just hiring me. Yeah.
Quick promo.
A little plug in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could charge thousands of dollars a month for what you did with me.
Yeah.
And it would be worth it. 100%.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. People that are paying whatever, $1K for how long?
A little bit of advice, yeah.
Yeah, like severely underpaid.
Well, sorry, a long bit of advice. Yeah.
Severely underpaid. That should be like at least a $3,000 a month.
Not a month. Not a month.
Dude.
That doesn't even make sense.
Trust me. When the feelings I feel now versus what I was feeling then before I met you, if I had the money in my pocket to pay that, knowing that I would get to where I'm at now, dude, that would have been dropped in a heartbeat.
Well, it's good to hear. Just $3K is a little, unreasonable for a month. So
you'll get there eventually, then.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it happens at like a high level, high ticket clients. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you want to help your everyday guy.
Everyday guy, find meaning in something.
Yeah.
Find purpose in something. I'm gonna keep hammering that point, but like find what you're passionate about and try and build something around it. And if you're not an entrepreneur, just if you want to just get like a regular job, find a job that you're passionate about and try and go after that. Like you need drive, you need ambition, you need to go after something.
Yeah. All right, James. We would like to know what you do as the first question. What you love to do as the second question. And what you strive to be as the third question.
I build things.
You build things?
Yeah. I'll always build things.
You're an entrepreneur?
I'm an entrepreneur.
Well,
that'll always be my thing.
What are you doing with
Sláinte?
Yeah.
Right now, just going to companies and trying to sell it.
But what is it?
The
people want to know what it is.
Sláinte is a faith-driven corporate wellness company. So we go into companies on the first day of every quarter, so 4 times a year. We run a big challenge with them called the Sláinte Challenge. So if, like, say they had 40 employees, we split 40 employees into 2, have 2 teams compete against each other for what team loses the most body fat percentage. They get access to a dietitian, trainer, all that stuff, and then we funnel them into one-on-one training, which is done remotely or in person. And all of this is paid as a benefit to them from their employees. But the big sell is the accountability, just making sure like their coaches are on them, making sure that they're getting in the gym, their dietitians are on them, making sure that they're eating correctly. Like the whole thing is designed to get results. And being a faith-driven company, one of the guarantees that I came up with, that I thought was pretty cool, is if you during the one-on-one training, you'll set a goal with your client or with your trainer, and then if you hit that goal at the end of the month, because for the remote training, the company pays for it, but the in-person, the individual pays for it. So if they hit that goal, you get your money back.
Okay.
So
cool.
if we help you get all the way to the version of the person you want to be, that's what I'm on earth to do, to get you to that.
So you're like, take your money.
Take your money back. I did my job. I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Saw the stars come from your eyes as you as you finished there.
Why was that?
I can just tell that you love to do it, you know.
Oh, dude, I love it. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah. Makes you happy.
Yeah, so happy. Oh, should I just shout out the Instagram? Slanche is
Yeah.
SLAINTE and then _wellness on Instagram. And
It's
then,
spelled like slint.
Yeah. And then my personal Instagram, if you just want to DM me, James.McGovern.
I can put in the thing.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. We'll check you out.
Mm-hmm.
What do you love to do?
That. Exactly what I just explained.
But what, I put you on an island for 100 years. What do you love to do?
I would do the exact same thing.
Okay, with no one around.
With no one around?
Yeah, like what activity do you like to do? Kind of like interests.
And generate ideas, I guess. Read and try and build businesses in my mind.
All right, this guy is just pumping out businesses. There's no stopping him.
That's what I love. I literally
genuinely love doing that.
I can't not, like, if I'm at work, I'm thinking about it. If I'm watching a movie, I'm thinking about it.
I love inventing, so if I could do that.
Yeah,
but
it's the same thing.
You need funding to invent, so.
Yeah, but like reading is my favorite. Like I love reading. That's something I love.
You gave us what you do. Give us what you love to do. Mm-hmm. What do you strive to be?
To reach God's potential for me. That's what I strive.
To reach maximum self-awareness.
Maximum potential. I like what we talked about, you looking God in the eyes and he's showing you a paper of who you could have been, and it's just a mirror. You accomplished.
You want to be that mirror, yeah.
You accomplished everything that he set out for you.
You'll always be striving, but yeah.
I'll always be striving, but like I can also get better at get better at repenting sin.
Just be a little better than who you were yesterday,